I'm standing by with Boxi from Team Liquid. Boxi, there was an interesting statistic that was shared recently, which maybe you were aware of passively, but didn't know the actual numbers behind. But since TI11, if a team beats Team Liquid in playoffs, they have a 100% chance of making it to Grand Finals, and an 85% chance on top of that of winning the whole event. Had you ever considered that this is like a thing that your team has been a part of?
A lot of the time, I guess we've realized that the team we lost to went pretty far, which feels good. But I wonder, since we always make it to the Grand Finals, or not always, a lot of the time, and then we lose, doesn't that technically mean that all the teams that we've reached in the Grand Finals, they like earn this statistic? They beat us in the Grand Finals?
That is
knock us out of the playoffs?
True. But there are sometimes
and then they win.
Don't make it to Grand Finals.
Yeah, that's the 15%.
That's the 15% right there.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fun in a way. I think it feels better to lose to somebody who wins the tournament than somebody who gets knocked out in the next round.
I guess that would have been my follow-up question, is do you look at it as like a sense of pride or frustration?
No, I mean, there's no pride in losing, but I think there is a sense of stability, I guess, at least, that you're only losing to teams that you maybe feel are like equal footing, and not some teams that like maybe get last place and then they randomly beat you.
Right, because you don't really lose to like edge case teams. Usually you're losing to...
I feel like we could.
Has that ever happened in the past 2 years though? Because I remember in your Alliance days, that used to happen regularly.
So maybe it doesn't happen anymore, but I feel like it could happen, you know. Usually our start to tournaments can be a little rocky. And maybe it's just the group stage, and once you get to the playoffs, we're more stable. But I think in groups, you know, anything can happen to us, at least.
How about the trade-off between your team in online tournaments versus your team in LAN tournaments? We
would go to a LAN and we would get nervous or something, you know, and play worse, and we would lose.
Because this was like in the days of the DPC, you guys would crush the DPC leagues and then go to the major and...
Yeah, and get succumb to the pressure. But now it's like, you know, we're all boomers, we're washed, and we're like, the LAN excites us. Okay. So the fire ignites and we get stronger. We, of course, try, but it's more fun to play LANs and more fun to be there in person, and you get it's a different vibe and feeling, yeah.
So which part of the atmosphere would carry over to an event like this? Because there's no crowd, but at the same time, it's all you guys playing in the same room, the enemy team in the other booth.
Yeah, I mean, it's different, I would say. It's more fun still to be at LAN, but I guess the special feeling of like the live crowd and people like sharing and roaring when something cool happens, I'm not sure how it will be. I think in some tournaments we've played like LANs with no crowd. And some of them have been pretty cool. Some of them have been a bit, I don't know, it depends like on what kind of venue you have and what kind of like feeling you get and stuff. So we need like the fake claps they had at TI10. So I don't know, yeah, I'll see, I guess.
Boxi, thanks so much for joining me, and enjoy PGL Wallachia.
Yeah, I'll have fun in Wallachia.